Hello Curious and welcome back. Good news for fans of Law & Order. This popular 6 primetime Emmy award-winning show that had several spin-offs is now set to come back to our television screens after over a decade. After an abrupt cancellation in 2010, it has been reported that season 21 will be picking up where season 20 left off. Well, that is wonderful news not only for the fans but the showrunners. What do we know so far about the production? When could fans be expected to be able to watch it? Who will be in charge of this show? And do we know which stars will be coming back after all this time? Stay with us until the very end to find out all the latest news with regards to the show and its cast. But before we continue, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. News broke out online that NBC has handed out a straight-to-series order for a revival of the procedural that launched the multi-billion-dollar franchise of Dick Wolf. The original Law & Order ran for 20 seasons from 1990 until 2010. Over its run time, it was nominated for more than 50 Emmys and took home the Best Drama Series trophy in 1997. Its popularity saw the rise of several spin-off shows, one of the main ones being the Law & Order Special Victims Unit, which started in 1999, and which became a mainstay in its own right, currently running on its 23rd season. One of the stars of the show is rapper Ice-T, who earlier this year has had his name in the headlines quite a lot. To find out more about the reasons for it, check out our previous video by clicking on the link above. But for now, stay with us until the very end to find out more about the upcoming reboot. According to a statement from the production company Wolf Entertainment, the original show will return to NBC for season 21, which will continue where the show left off in 2010. It will also follow the classical format, which explores two separate yet equally important groups: the police, who investigate crimes, and the district attorneys, who prosecute the offenders. Rick Eade, who has been one of Wolf's frequent collaborators, will serve as showrunner. Speaking of The Hollywood Reporter, Dick, who remains credited as the LNO's creator and executive producer, said, "There are very few things in life that I literally dream come true. This is mine." As of right now, an episode count has not yet been determined, and it's unclear if the new Law & Order will be aired during the recently started 2021 to 2022 broadcast season, or if it will instead be planned for the 22-23 one. A source had spoken of The Hollywood Reporter and revealed that some former cast members are expected to return for the 21st season. However, no further information about casting or anything else has been released, so it is unclear which ones are being eyed to revisit their characters. The deals to bring the show back have been in the works for months. Already 6 years ago there had been talks about bringing the series back, and Law & Order's second longest running cast member, Sam Waterson, was more than eager to return and reprise his role. In 2015, he spoke of The Hollywood Reporter about it and said that he loved it and he was eager to break the record. And the record in question was about breaking Gunsmoke's 20-season record as TV's longest-running primetime drama series. Because of this, when the show was abruptly cancelled at the end of its 20th season, it made Dick Wolf furious as it prevented them from being the brand new record holders. Though it is worth pointing out that ultimately the show to actually do it a few years later would be Law & Order Special Victims Unit. Well, right now, there might not be too much information available about the revival or the cast. Many fans are wondering who could come back. So let's look at some of the former cast members who could potentially come back to the show and what they have been up to during the past decade, and if any of them had revealed any desire to come back. One of the stars whose return fans are most curious about is Epiphan Murkerson, who took on the role of Lieutenant Anita Van Buren. Out of all the show's cast members, Murkerson is the actress who has been appearing on the show the longest of any of the other actors associated with the show, as in total, she starred in 17 consecutive seasons, which equaled to 395 episodes. After the series came to an end, she was still active in the industry. In 2012, Epiphan appeared in Steven Spielberg's Lincoln as Lydia Hamilton Smith, housekeeper to Tommy Lee Jones's character. In 2015, she went on to work alongside the creator of L&O, Dick Wolf, as she starred in his medical drama Chicago Med as Sharon Goodwin. With her character, she was also appeared in Chicago Fire and Chicago PD. This means that being one of the former Law & Order stars currently in the Wolf Entertainment Uni-TV fold, her return could be possible. And from her past interviews, it seems like she enjoyed her time on the show, and the experience of real-life cops coming up to her on the streets and jokingly saying they wish they worked at the 27th Precinct. And given that the final episode of the series, her character's health was improving after battling cancer and she got engaged, surely there is more for fans to see. One of the other stars that fans are wondering if they will make a comeback is the series' second longest appearing actor, and that is none other than Sam Waterson, who on the show played Jack McCoy. His performance on the New York-based show was so popular that it resulted in him being declared as living landmark by the New York Landmarks Conservancy, along with his fellow cast member, the late Jerry Orbach. Following the show's 2010 finale, Waterson returned to his theatre roots before once again making a comeback on television in 2012 in the HBO series The Newsroom, and later in 2015, joining the cast of Grace and Frankie. As we mentioned previously, in the past, Sam had expressed his enthusiasm to return to Law & Order, should the show ever be revived. He even made an appearance on SVU for a few episodes, for which he did not need much convincing. Speaking about his appearance in 2018, he said, "At first, for about half a day, it was completely strange and wonderful, like stepping back in time, and then it was just very familiar. It suddenly became like I'd never left." Another actor who was the main character by the end of the show's runtime was Jeremy Sisto, who took up on the role of the detective Cyrus Lupo and appeared in 63 episodes. As for the actor, Sisto continued acting, appearing in shows such as Suburgatory and FBI. In 2014, he also co-wrote the screenplay for the comedy film Breakpoint with Gene Hong. He also starred in a film and worked as a producer. After the show ended, Jeremy spoke about his time on Law & Order several times, revealing that for him, the realness and awareness of the show where that was cool for him, the fact that it had given a kind of real and glamorous view of the job. And given that he is one of the current cast members on FBI, which once again is a show created by Dick Wolf, once again another star in the Wolf Productions fold, so maybe there is a chance that he would reprise his role again. Another star that was the main character towards the end of the show was Elena De La Gaza, known for her role as Connie Rubirosa. After the show wrapped up filming, she reprised her role of Rubirosa on Law & Order Los Angeles and the Special Victims Unit. She was often praised for her performance on the show and her strong portrayal of the character. It looks like acting in the kind of crime drama is De La Gaza's forte, as she later went on to appear in shows such as Forever, Criminal Minds, Beyond Borders, FBI and FBI Most Wanted. And once again, still another star who was in the Dick Wolf folds, so fans have hope to see her play Connie again. And also given that Rubirosa was aware that Cutter had feelings for her, but how she felt about him was left ambiguous, and that is one of the things that fans want to find out the answers to. Given that the show has had an extensive roster of characters and actors, there were some that had left the show throughout its duration. And if a reboot was to happen, there are some past actors that many would love to see return and reprise their roles. One of them is Chris Noth, who would play the role of Mike Logan. He was one of the main characters on the show for its first 5 seasons, and later also making a comeback for Exiled, the Law & Order movie. The reason for his departure from the show was a salary dispute that had him fired. His character was written off, and in the show, he was transferred from Manhattan Homicide to the Staten Island Domestic Dispute Squad. Though besides the movie, he was later also brought back for Law & Order Criminal Intent. Another production that fans will certainly recognise Noth from is Sex and the City, where he took on the role of Mr. Big, and that he will be reprising in the reboot, and just like that. While he revealed that he was a bit apprehensive about coming back as Mr. Big, some fans reckon that possibly he would return to L&O, given that he did so in the past. And there had been plenty of stars that had appeared on the show and ones that had their names made by it. Too many to mention in this video, and many that fans want to see come back. Another actors that are often mentioned by fans are Linus Roche, Anthony Anderson, and Milena Govich. Right now, there is no official information given about the future of Season 21 and its cast, besides the rumours that the showrunners plan to ask some of the past cast back. But who exactly? It has not been revealed. I'm so curious, are you excited for the show to come back? Which stars do you want to see reprise their roles? And do you think having the series pick up where it left off is a good idea? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time.